Bum, 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 bum. It's Star Wars Day. Did you know that? Man, what a day I had today. I tried so hard to do a few things. And you know what I kept thinking the whole day? I was like, I would love to be at Disney. That is where I would want to be spending this day. I didn't come down here last year. I wanted to. Didn't make it, which was a bummer. And I was convinced, I said, this year I will be in Disney on the 4th of May. And instead, I'm 15 miles away from Disney, sitting here on my floor. Rachel, what's up? How are you? Really loving that name change. Liking the new Rachel. You know, you're not tied down to any particular channel. You just love Disney. Yeah, I figured I wanted to talk a little bit of Star Wars. I finished the Clone Wars last night, which was fantastic, let me tell you. It was cool that Disney decided to bring that back. I think of all the things, Disney's made some good moves, and they've made some not so good moves with Star Wars so far. Some of it's been like really, really awesome, and then some of it has been not so awesome. So I'm gonna just grab my other phone real quick. That way, if I want to do a little share of this, I can. Let some of our friends know. Thank you. I know I get a lot of that. This is that's the Magic Band wall right there, pretty much. Yeah, so it was a real pain. I couldn't believe it today. Of all like the things I wanted to do, that like I got my idea taken away from me, all because of programs. Programs did it to me. Crazy. Insane. Truly insane. Carrie's in the house. What's up, Carrie? How are you tonight? Let's just gonna do a quick little boop boop and a little ho ho. Hey everybody. I'm live. Oh, Colton, what's up, dude? How are you? Your birthday is tomorrow. Oh my gosh, dude, that's amazing. Revenge of the 5th tomorrow. Tomorrow is it's just as Star Wars tomorrow as it is today. Chase is in the house. What's up, Chase? Chase, let's talk, dude. So, what did you think of the end of the Clone Wars, bro? Let's talk. I want to hear your opinion. What did you think? It was pretty good, right? My thing is that, like, now we're gonna get live action Ahsoka in The Mandalorian. So, like, why not just that? Like, it's obvious that Ahsoka's a huge deal. They give you that as an option for your profile picture on Disney Plus. Like, she was literally the entire story. The entire story was all just Ahsoka. So, I don't know. I think it'd be a bad move on Disney's part to not eventually just have like a full Ahsoka story. Because we all want to know. Caroline, yes, October. You must be super excited. Super excited. It'll be cool. Well, I always like bumping into people in the parks. So, top 5 things I'm excited for when everything opens back up. 1, I can't wait to chop off these sideburns right here. Like, I want to just do it myself, but I feel like I'm going to mess something up. I just can't wait to get everything just trimmed. I think the hair's going to stay a little long, but like, just you know, a little chip, 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 a little chip, 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 chip. You know? Just a little. I kind of like it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's got very rugged vibes. nothing wrong with that. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button when you come in here. We only got like 4 likes on the video, so I'm gonna go for, I think, at least like an hour or two. I'm gonna really try my best to, yeah, get a little late night Star Wars chat going on with everybody. Speaking of Star Wars, we got some magic bands here, and one of those is this puppy, the Mandalorian. This is one of the only Star Wars magic bands that I have. I think it's actually the only Star Wars magic band that I have. Isn't that crazy? You'd have thought that I'd been better than... Oh, Chase, thanks, man. I appreciate this. Super chat is very nice of you. I should do my part, and I should really share the stream out. But yeah, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Smash it. Don't forget, hit the like button. Boom. Man, I miss Disney. Miss streaming at Disney. Like, it's been cool. I don't mind this like at home stuff, but I don't know, man. We need to be in the parks again already. Like, what is going on? There was some kind of good news, kind of bad news as far as all that goes. It's kind of no news, really. But I'm going to have some Disney stuff coming up this week. Some very, like, super Disney type videos. We're going to be going back down the whole list of stuff. The opposite of what happened to me today, I'll be able to actually do what I want to do with this one. Look, I hope. You never know, man. I'm going to have to test it out when I'm done with this. I'll have to jump on the Xbox and make sure I can stream YouTube while that capture card's on, because if not, that's going to throw a wrench in that plan too. We kind of hacked the system today. I think I would have figured it out some way or another. Some way or another, I would have figured that out. May the 4th. Today I could have been in Galaxy's Edge, eating Ronto wraps, Rise of the Resistance, Smuggler's Run, all this amazing stuff, and I'm not there. That's why we're using the red lightsaber at this very moment, because I'm feeling very angry. You know what I mean? Tomorrow's more of the day for that type of dark energy. Put old Reliable back in here. It was cool playing Knights of the Old Republic today. It had been a while since I played the game, man. And let me tell you, it's amazing how well it's held up. Oh, my Kyber crystal's not. Gotta line this Kyber crystal up in here. Who's got a Savi's lightsaber? Do you have one of these? If you have one, what do you think of it? They're pretty amazing, in my opinion. I think these things are fantastic. You know, first you heard all kinds of nonsense. There we go. That feels much better. We should fix both of them. One thing I'm wondering though is that all the lightsabers, they make such different they make different noises. But what's weird about that is that, like, all these lightsabers, no matter which one you get from Savi's. They're technically all the same underneath, you know? They're all made up of the same stuff. So I'm curious as to what's up, Sam? Hi, hey, Sam. So good to see you. Sam's gonna be on the Instagram talking to creators. If you guys don't know, Sam's got a super popular TikTok, all Disney TikTok. Is it all Disney, Sam? Is it more than that? Oh, I don't want to. Don't answer that. It's gonna be one of the questions I ask you. I'm gonna have to watch TikToks. Do you need TikTok to watch TikTok? If so, does anybody have a TikTok I can borrow? Amy's in the house. Hey, JC Magic TV. What's up, Amy? Good to see you. Wait, that's yellow. Wait, what? Wait, what? Technical difficulties with our lightsaber here. Dude, why was the blade purple? Or why was the blade yellow? It's like, yeah, see, it's rotating. Oh my god, and white. Is it the crystal? Maddie! What's up, Maddie boy? How are you? Good to see you in the chat. You come in and ask me any Star Wars questions that you want, because this is a Star Wars day. If you have any questions about Star Wars, things you'd like to know about me and my Star Wars love, tale, while I fix these lightsabers. Here was 19 something. And the Star Wars re-releases were coming out. Yes, I highly recommend the Clone Wars cartoon. Alright, so this one's white. Funky. Oh, look at that. I mixed up the, That's funny. The episodes, they're really short. So it's not like binge watching some show that like every episode's an hour long, you know what I mean? It's very quick. And, in my opinion, for some characters, it's got like their best storylines in anything. Like Yoda. Yoda's a great example of, I don't know if there's any better Yoda storylines than there are in the Clone Wars. I know there's no better Ahsoka storyline, which is one of the best Star Wars storylines ever. Anakin's got a really good story in the Clone Wars as well. Look at that though, I got a little blade burnout. They'll fix that, I bet. They'll replace something like that. Give you a fresh blade. Yeah, more Dooku, that's true. Lots of Count Dooku in the Clone Wars. 1977. Y'all know what that is. That's the year Star Wars A New Hope came out. Thanks again, man. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you guys. The super chats, very generous and much appreciated. Clone Wars is definitely, it's just, yeah, it's something that you want to watch, something that you need to watch, something that it's a necessity. 100% must watch. Must watch Clone Wars. The year was 19 flippity flap. The re-releases were getting ready to come out, and I went with my grandpa down to this little movie theater that was in what's called Washington Square in Newport, Rhode Island. And what was interesting was, at this exact time, they were filming a movie called Amistad, which you may or may not have seen. Some of you, I know some of you absolutely have. They were filming Amistad, and the whole square was like retro, like all throwback, like it was a set. It was really insane. So like you got to walk around it, like you couldn't go in it, but you know you were there, and I just remember like feeling like wow, like we just stepped back in time, and my grandpa's like you're about to see the most mind blowing, like you're never gonna see anything like this. This is like the greatest as far as these types of movies. We went, I loved it. The second one came out like a couple months later, because these were the re-releases we're talking about. Came out a couple months later. I went and saw that. Really enjoyed it. Luke, I Am Your Father, the whole 9 yards. Like everybody at school was talking about that like crazy. And then Return of the Jedi, I just like fell in love. I was like, wow, those were the best. Like that was the best. Those are the best movies I've ever seen. And I think I was like 9 years old when that happened. Maybe I was 7. Flash forward a couple more years, and the Phantom Menace came out. I was there for the midnight premiere. It was like a huge event. I had like my dad let me take school off. Like it was a big deal, and I remember I loved it when I saw it. I loved it. Have you seen an old film called Spaceballs? It takes the Mickey out of Star Wars, and it's so funny. Very good comedy. Of course, I've seen Spaceballs. May the Schwartz be with you. It's a great movie. Mel Brooks at his finest. You know me. I'm a student of comedy. So, I'm all about that. I like that. I'm into it. Return of the Jedi is the best Star Wars film. It is so good. I don't know what the best is. Well, I do know what the best is. The best is Empire for sure. 100%, no doubt, Empire. It's such a good movie. Like it's just got. It's almost perfect. There's not a lot of perfect movies out there. Like Jaws is perfect, and Shawshank's perfect. Saving Private Ryan, perfect. Like, that Empire is so good. Oh man, to think I could have been out there today, just doing my thing, having a blast. Oh, what the hell? Eating a Ronto wrap. That was my biggest thing today. Like I was playing Knights of the Old Republic back, and at one point, you come across a Ronto, and I was like, damn, that would have been nice. Today, that would have been nice. A Ronto wrap. That would have been a real tasty treat. So, yeah, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. I want to keep saying that. Next year, Tom, you get there for May the 4th. I have to be. You know what I'm going to do next year, I think, is I'm going to try to do, like, the Star Wars cruise or something. Ah, thank you, Tania. Awesome little super sticker right there to Hippo. Turn his hat back. Cheers. Thank you. I appreciate it. Here, I knight you. Next year, I'd like to do the Star Wars cruise. That would be so much fun. I don't know if they do it on May the 4th. If they do, I'm sure it sells out like super fast. But that would be cool because it would be super relaxing. But it would be cool to be in the parks too because I've never been in the parks on May the 4th. Again, like I tried last year, didn't work. This year, didn't work. So that's a bummer. Whatever. No use crying over spilled blue milk, right? There is use crying over Ronto wraps. Can we just talk about how Disney-fied Star Wars has gotten, though? There were so many, like, little Galaxy's Edge references and everything over the past few days. Jedi Fallen Order, it was ridiculous. The Kyber crystal that you pick out literally look like the Kyber crystals that are inside of these, which is nothing like Kyber crystals of the past. Like even Jyn. You think about Jyn, she had a Kyber crystal on her neck. It wasn't anything like that. It would have been the first ever made. Well, you know, still technically that's still going to happen. That's still going to happen. Next year we'll get the first May the 4th. Yeah, in Galaxy's Edge. Crazy. It's nuts. Tom, what restaurants do they have banned on Star Wars at Walt Disney World? What do you mean? Oh, Star Wars Land, maybe? Is that what you meant to put? What restaurants are there in Star Wars Land? If that's your question, I will answer it. If it's not, I'm not going to answer it. I want to know if that's the real question. Man, I would have loved to have been in Ogus, you know, listening to the music. Batu Bits. Do you know how much I miss the taste of Batu Bits? Ronto wrap, too. Not an easy thing to make. Like, to make a Ronto wrap at home, you'd have to make the bread. You'd have to get pork sausage that was spicy. You'd have to get pork loin. You know how hard it is to get one shaved piece of pork loin? It's like impossible. You'd have to cook a whole pork loin and like shave it as you made wraps. You'd have to make slaw, and not like crappy slaw either, like the way it is there. You'd have to make the aioli. There's a lot of things in the Ronto wrap. It's not like making cheeseburger spring rolls, which we are definitely doing again this week, I think. I'm not sure when we're going to do it again. Maybe next week. This week we're going to do some camera stuff. We're going to go through all this crap up here. Crap. all this crap. You know, this piece of crap right here, this thing that's been my baby for like 2 years. It's like my right hand, that piece of crap, you know. Crap, what am I even saying? All these cameras up here. Oh man, I'm in a weird mood. I have been in a weird mood ever since the parks closed. I just gotta tell you, like, I think for the first week I was good. The second week I was good, but now I'm like getting into Castaway mode. Like, I'm starting to lose my mind a little bit. Like, so I'm so happy that like I've been doing new and different things on the channel, like cooking, and you know, going to do this whole watching the videos back, and like doing the Instagram interviews with like all these awesome people. It has been good, because I just was like, God, are we about to just start playing video games again all the time? Is that really what the next few months are going to consist of? It's just me eating and playing video games? I binge watched some stuff, but like, you can only do that so much too, and then you just get burnt out on that. It's all so boring compared to Disney World, you know? Playing video games, watching TV is boring compared to just going and hanging out at Disney. Yeah, Tanya's been doing great. I mean, she's had a much she's had a much more consistent thing going on. Like, she originally was like, this is what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be a nightly thing, which gives you, yeah, it gives you like a level of commitment with your audience that you're like gonna stay connected. For me, that's why everything's been so all over the place, you know? That's why, like, some of the streams get 1,000 views and some of them get 100. Because I've been so totally sporadic. Which is going to change. As soon as the parks open back up, we're right back into normal, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like that anymore. We're just going to be back into normal mode. Could take a while. We could have a bit of a hill to climb as far as, maybe not, though. You never know. I don't really know how that works. How do you spell Tanya's name? Tanya is Tony-A. Tanya. And no, you do not pronounce it Tanya. It is Tanya. Tony-A. That crazy Disney lady. Tanya was on with Jeff tonight. I missed that. I'm going to go back and watch it. One of the few videos I've missed. University of Pennsylvania is going online in the fall. Wow. Really, yeah, it's crazy, man. This has been some crazy stuff. It's boring. All this other stuff is boring. Compared to being like in Galaxy's Edge today, eating Bronto wraps and hanging out with Rex and riding the Falcon and all that stuff, like just hanging out at home playing a game or watching the movies back, it's all just super boring compared to that, you know? That is just not it. This is not it. I booked Disneyland Paris for Christmas. I hope I can go. I'm scared. I would assume everything's going to be normal by Christmas. I would hope. You know what I mean? Christmas, that's a long way away. Yeah, I can't imagine, Elizabeth. Everybody's bored. That's the story for everybody. Nobody's like, I don't think there's really anybody that's at this point, maybe like I said, for the first week, for the first 2 weeks, maybe even for the first month, if somebody was super overworked, they would be like, okay, this is good. It feels good to be sitting around at home. But I think for most people, they would much rather be doing their normal day-to-day, you know. That's my opinion. So, if you're new and you guys are just joining in, make sure you smash the like button. We'll get up there to like 50 likes tonight. That would be really nice. My friend in Paris is getting over the virus, but still locked down. Wow. The situation in Europe is so much different. Do you like Kenobi as a character? He is one of my favorites. Obi-Wan, I got really mixed feelings about Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know? Obi-Wan's awesome. And I'll be really interested to see, like, the fact that they're bringing Ewan McGregor back to do more Obi-Wan. I just felt like there's such a disconnect there, you know? Like, how do you go from fighting Darth Vader, like the best lightsaber duelist maybe ever of all time? How do you go from, like, beating him in a duel, leaving him dead, to, like, going and living out in the desert? I need to just see the progress there. I always liked, you know, Obi-Wan in the beginning was just kind of a mentor, you know, he wasn't a main character by any, well, he was, but he wasn't a focal point. In the first movie, he's there for like the first third, right? And then it's just all about these throwbacks to what he was, you know what I mean? Oh, guys, you guys don't have to keep sending me super chats and stickers. I appreciate that. That's really, really nice of everybody tonight. Super duper generous. So, like, can't begin to tell you. That's very, very, very nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Big time. Yeah, I need to see more. I need to see the progression. I need to see how he became that. I just like the sticker. Hey, me too. I think these things are adorable. All of them. You're amazing. How about that? Yeah, Obi-Wan's definitely, yeah. But he's got kind of a cool, like, I like his whole deal. Oh, God. Thanks, Matt. You're number one. Yeah, Obi-Wan is probably better in the prequels, right? If we were going to really, like, if we're really going to think about the character, like, Ewan McGregor gets way more face time. He has much better dialogue. He's a super main part of the story. He kills Darth Maul in Phantom Menace, so, like, that's, you know what I mean? Well, he doesn't technically, right? But he does. Yeah, Obi-Wan's cool. He just kind of, like, falls down on my list of just, like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the cookie cutter, like, Jedi, I don't like cookie cutter Jedi. That's why, like, someone like Ahsoka is always going to be my favorite. People like Jolie Bindo are always going to be my favorite Jedi. I like gray Jedi. I like Jedi that are a little bit more torn in terms of Rey. I gotta think for Rey. Like, I think I like Rey more than I like Obi-Wan Kenobi, even though she's a total, like, Nancy Sue, and, like, all the reasons I should hate her, I don't. Ultimately, I like that she's got that kind of, that she understands. There's, like, it's bigger than all that. Yoda's cool. He's probably my only, like, cookie cutter Jedi that I really like. Like, if this is the code, I follow the code. I've been following the code for 900 years. This is who I am. Like, he's the only dude. Just because, like, you gotta love the guy at the top of both. I like Sidious, too. I think that Sidious is a great character. Great character. You know what I mean? Really, like, probably the best, like, in terms of development in so many ways, Like, yeah. And especially now with this most recent movie. I mean, he's really, like, you might think it's all Luke Skywalker or Anakin Skywalker's story. It's really like the story of Darth Plagueis, really. Or, Sidious. I don't know why I said Plagueis. It's really his story. It's weird. Star Wars, it's one of those things that's got, like, such an incredible amount of potential, Maybe the best fans ever. The most diehard, like, fans ever. But has really gotten, like, it's, like, it has gotten its fair share. I don't want to say this in the wrong way. It's really been beat up, Star Wars. If you think about the prequels and Jar Jar and all that just insanity that is the Clone Wars, it's such a god-awful movie. So it's insane that the show, which takes place with the same characters during the same time, could be so much more riveting. It's animated, the budget, everything about it. It's like you shouldn't like it as much, but you do. You actually like it better. It's a mess. I know some people love the love story, you got the Anakin and Padme, and oh my god. The third movie's good. I always like the third. Always, The second, the only thing I like about it is the lightsaber fight at the end. The first one I enjoyed when I saw it as a kid. Now I look back on it, I'm just like, whoa. Like, what is going on here? How do we have Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn? Probably, like, just the most potential for any stoic, like, Jedi ever. And, like, he gets paired up with a Gungan that says stuff like, we say in big doo-doo. Like, what is... It's weird. Weird. And then, like, you thought that was it. You're like, damn, like, Star Wars took such a hit. But it's so good. These original movies are so good that, like, there's nothing about the prequels that could make fans totally hate it. We'll just hate the prequels. We'll hate 50% of Star Wars, and we'll still love it. You know, it's still my favorite movie ever. I hate 50% of it. This is just the Star Wars fans in general. It's like I hate 50% of everything that's ever been made, as far as movies. But I'm a huge fan. It's like, how does that work? That's not really how most things work. If you hate 50% of your sandwich that you ate, you're not going to be like, that was the best sandwich ever, man. This half was delicious. The other half was, like, terrible. You'd be like, wow, that was weird. How was such something that was so good? How did it get so bad? It would taint everything for you. So then, you know, we saw what happened. You know, these Disney Star Wars movies have been good. They've been good. But have any of them been great? Not at all. And that is such a bummer. It's the biggest bummer ever. Ever. Like, you know, The Force Awakens, I think we all came out of the theater like, that wasn't bad, but, like, it wasn't, like, super good, you know? Like, did I like Kylo Ren? Yeah. Did I think he was kind of a wimpy baby, too? Yeah. Did I think it was weird that Rey, like, instantly could fight this dude with, like, a lightsaber? Like, I thought there was a lot of weird stuff to it. You know, Snoke. Who is this guy? Big, giant, weird, like... The First Order? Like, wasn't that called the Empire? Star Killer Base? Just a big, giant Death Star? It was kind of... You know... But it had its moments. You see you see Harrison Ford as Han Solo with Chewbacca on the Millennium Falcon, and you're like, wow, this is going to be a good one. BB-8, I mean, who didn't love BB-8 from the minute you saw him? Even Poe and Finn were, like, reasonably interesting characters. And then, like, you know, Rogue One, which was good. Very good movie. Not great by any stretch of the word. Great. It drags an incredible amount of ass. A tremendous amount of ass at some points. It's actually hard to even believe a movie that fires so hard, like the Battle of Scarif at the end. Like, a movie that has that, which is the best Star Wars sequencing since the original Star Wars, somehow was in, like, the slowest paced movie of all of them. And that's when we all knew we were kind of in for something. Like, yeah, did they do a great job with Tarkin and the CGI and all that? Oh my god, amazing. Did I like the whole idea of we're going to see a Star Wars story that has nothing to do with Jedi and Sith? It's just kind of about people. Yeah, I like that part too. But, you know, when Vader comes in at the end and does his thing, you're like, holy shit, that was maybe the coolest 90 seconds of Star Wars I've ever seen. That was where it got interesting, because it was like, wait, well, why didn't, whoever, this guy, he should have been the dude. But no, we got Rian Johnson. A man that I think I hate, actually. I think if I hate anybody in the world, it's Rian Johnson. The Last Jedi was such a bad movie. In every way, shape, and form, I could talk about it for 20 minutes, how bad The Last Jedi was. It literally took a big, giant bantha dump on top of everything you ever cared and loved in Star Wars. All for cheap jokes and... Ugh. Yoda went from a puppet to CGI back to like a new puppet, different kind of puppet. That was weird. Are you kidding me? In the beginning, the dialogue with Poe coming in on the ship, like what was he like? Hold please, you know. The whole thing was like, wait, what are we doing here? They're about to drop bombs. Like this little guy's X-wing. This little guy in his X-wing, he can take out what? Like, what is he, just the greatest dude ever? How is just some dude the best pilot ever? Anakin Skywalker couldn't have done that, but this guy can. It was very hard to watch, you know. When Luke took the lightsaber, the last time Luke had seen that lightsaber, it was when it had fallen down into the abyss of Cloud City with his hand wrapped around it. That was the last time he saw that lightsaber. Rey's like, and he takes it and he just chucks it over his shoulder. I was like, we are in trouble here, boys. We are in some trouble here. Leia, the first time we ever see Leia use the Force, her weird ghost floaty scene, like... And not to mention, don't even get me started on Laura Dern as Admiral Holdo. So bad. The entire premise of, like, everything that's going on revolves around her not telling Poe the plan. But in doing so, causes, like, all the drama of the movie. It is weird, dude. It's weird. The fight scene in the throne room, I recommend anyone going and watching a breakdown of that and how badly choreographed it is. It's a joke. There are moments in that scene where if you slow it down, Snoke's guards literally fall because Daisy Ridley or Adam Driver were late to their positioning and they didn't want to mess up the scene. There are some crazy, crazy things in that scene. And they all made it to the final cut of a movie like that. A movie where you could take 100 takes on that shot if you needed it. Exhaust your actors. Everybody be pooped. It took forever. But you know what? We got it, and it was butter. Nope. Not even the best scene of the movie. Best scene. It's an awful scene. And then in the end, with Luke, the whole thing was so dumb. Like, Rey and Kylo had just had a huge fight where they were trying to pull Luke's lightsaber. And, pardon me, Anakin's, well, it's Luke's, but Anakin's OG lightsaber, and they're pulling it apart. The blue saber. Everybody knows this saber. They cracked this thing. It's broken. It cannot work. And when Luke goes to show up to fight Kylo Ren, what lightsaber is he rocking? That one. I noticed it. I'm not a Jedi. I'm not Kylo Ren. But I noticed it. And I would have been questioning things from that point. I would have been like, okay, wait a minute. Didn't we just destroy that lightsaber? Why don't you have your green lightsaber? So... there were weird, super weird moments in that movie. Luke drinking the green milk out of the thing's udders, like right into the can, like gulping it. It was, and then ultimately what I hate about it the most, and I've always hated about it the most, was that what it did to Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker was the most optimistic guy in the entire galaxy. Every Darth Vader was the most evil. Darth Vader was the most evil dude ever. Okay? This is white. It probably looks blue because it's impossible to pick up true white like that. Darth Vader was the most evil dude ever. And Luke Skywalker was the only person, like, in the entire galaxy who thought this guy's redeemable. He knew that Vader killed all the younglings and that Vader had murdered every Jedi. He knew all that stuff. But he was like, this guy, he's still a good dude somewhere down there. That's crazy, right? It's crazy to think that. That's how optimistic Luke is as a character. He's so optimistic that even that he thinks is possible. So you're telling me that he gets a vision of Kylo Ren, like, destroying the Academy or whatever, turning to the dark side, blah, blah, blah. And that was enough for him to spark his lightsaber? It would not have been enough to get Luke Skywalker out of bed. He would have known in his gut whether Kylo was good or whether he was bad. Just like he did with Vader. Because Kylo Ren didn't have shit on Darth Vader in terms of the stuff he had done. Not even close. And as we all see, Kylo comes back super redeemable. So, it's just like, it's a the word for it is, it's a bastardization. Bastardization. It's when you take something and you bastardize it. You make it unlegitimate, you know? You take its legitimacy and you throw it out the window. So the Rise of Skywalker had a lot to live up to. It is the thing I'm going to be watching tonight to wrap up my personal May the 4th, because I did only see it once in theaters. I enjoyed it. Solo is what it is. The Darth Maul reveal at the end is fantastic. It's probably, other than the "You are Luke, I am your father," it's the biggest say what ever in Star Wars, ever. And it's very sad that it's probably going to take a while for them to build on any of that kind of stuff because of the way that it all happened. The success of those films were really not where they were supposed to be. And it sucks for Solo, because Solo went through reshoots after reshoots. It had so many directors. Ron Howard had to come in at the end and, like, try to put the pieces together. But it was just weird. Yeah, I noticed that too. Did you notice in the Clone Wars in the last couple episodes when Darth Maul's telling all the Crimson Dawn people to go away, that's Paul Bettany's character, whatever the hell his name was in Solo? What was the guy's name? Paul Bettany played, Kira's boss. Drayden Voss. He was in that little holocron. That was him in animation form. So I thought that was cool. I'm like, oh, all right. So there's a little explanation there of this Crimson Dawn thing. Like, you know, it's gonna take years to tie all this together in a way that, like, it can move forward in a more cohesive MCU type way. Because that's the bottom line, is that if the MCU could be done in a way that it cared so much about its fans, like, and it barely ever stepped on anybody's toes, like, why can't we do that with Star Wars? I'm begging you, Disney. I'm begging you. Put me in charge. Kathleen Kennedy, kick her to the curb. I got you guys. I could single-handedly save Star Wars tomorrow. How would I save Star Wars, you ask? Well, I would just make an Ahsoka movie. I think it's just the weirdest, dumbest thing that has not happened, and it just needs to. The Ahsoka movie could begin a whole thing. Where's the Yoda movie? Like, Baby Yoda, with him, like, the cultural phenomena that he is, you don't want to see Yoda's backstory? That doesn't make you 100 million times more curious as to Yoda? Like, where is the Yoda story? Where is the Mace Windu story? Did you not see Samuel L. Jackson in Captain Marvel? He looked younger than he did during the prequels, okay? So you could straight up DH the guy and let him do his thing. It's the voice. It's always going to just be that voice. You just need him to be... Where's the movie? Where's the movie that shows Mace Windu like the guy, you know? He was not sitting right hand to Yoda for no reason. He was a super powerful Jedi. An incredible powerful Jedi. Could have easily been the Grand Master. Easily. That purple lightsaber, like, started a revolution of what lightsaber colors even are, and like now there's just everything, you know? It all comes from just even Samuel L. Jackson. I'm sure you all know that story. Samuel L. Jackson could not find himself in the fight in the Clone Wars, in the movie, at the end, when they're all flanking down on top of the, you know, whatever you want to call it, arena that Anakin and Padme and Obi-Wan are stuck in. He couldn't find himself in the battle, so he was like, hey, George, can I have a purple lightsaber so that way I can find myself? And George was like, oh, yeah, maybe we'll get you a purple lightsaber. So, where's that? The Mandalorian is good. It is. It's so good. But it is nothing compared to what some of these shows would have been. The Mace Windu show, Jon Favreau style, like, it would have been 20 times better than The Mandalorian. Yes, is Mando an awesome character? Are Mandalorians cool? Of course they are. But they're not Mace Windu. They're not Obi-Wan Kenobi. They're not Yoda. We want to know more about these characters. None of these people are Ahsoka. Ahsoka needs a movie. How do you save Star Wars? You take it back, dude. You take it back to the beginning. To the dawn of all the Force years. You go through the process. The Old Republic. The dawn of the Republic. The dawn of the Jedi. You don't want to see Jedi, the origin stories? Are you kidding me? Who doesn't want to see that? The Mandalorian Wars. Something that happened 5,000 years before the Star Wars that we even watch. The Exar Kun Wars. Something that happened 5,000 years before that. We don't need Rey. We needed Revan. We didn't need The Force Awakens. We didn't need Kylo Ren. We needed Ahsoka. And granted, I get it. Kylo's a fan favorite now. Everybody loves him. He's got that dope-ass lightsaber. It changed the game. He's cool. He's super cool. But none of these characters, man, they are not the anthology characters. Laura's in the house. What's up, Laura? May the 4th be with you as well. And also with you. Star Wars is in a very delicate place right now. Obviously, that's why the movies are all on pause. Galaxy's Edge has done a great job bringing Star Wars into people's everyday lives. It's something that, for somebody like me, I've been waiting for my entire life. I've said it a million times. I've been waiting for this my entire life. But even Galaxy's Edge, in so many ways, misses the mark, you know? Do you want to be going to Batu, or do you want to go to Tatooine? You know? Rise did a good job. I think that the idea that, like, the land has its own identity, and it probably allows for more of a forward thinking kind of thing. Like, it can change. It's not tied down to any histories, you know. Also, it leaves room for you, the fan. You know, if you're thinking I'm going to Tatooine, you're like have very high expectations of exactly what you expect, and if it's not that, then you know maybe it falls apart. I think that's why there was such incredible detail taken in the Falcon. You know, there's a reason that thing's like a replica, because it's not something you can get away with not being exact. It needs to be perfect. So maybe they did, maybe it's for the best. I'll tell you the one thing I'm super excited for. I cannot wait for the day that they say, guess what? You can book the Star Wars hotel. That's going to be the real game changer, I think. In terms of immersion, in terms of everything that's possible, like the future, I think that Star Wars hotel is really going to be a game changer. And for, yeah, just like I said, for the future, real game changer. And that's also cool, Carrie, yep, that you guys are getting your own Galaxy's Edge there in Disneyland Paris. I can't wait to go to DLP when Frozen, when that's all done. That's that's like right up there on my list of stuff. Believe that. Believe that. Believe that. Can I tell you guys? I want to tell you a little secret for the select few, you hardcore guys who are on this tonight. The buff chick dip, it sucked. That chicken that came out of that bag, it was like a smoked chicken. It looked delicious, like, right? It's like smelling good and everything. It tasted awful. It was one of the worst tasting chickens I ever had in my life. Which sucked because the cheese, the bake on the cheese, that was all good. So for the past like 2 days, all I've been wanting to eat is buffalo chicken dip, and I haven't even been able to do it. So tomorrow, I'm going to get a fresh chicken. I'm going to load up on cheese, and we're going round 2. For sure. For sure. I don't know if we're gonna. I mean, I could try to beat the rest of the Knights of the Old Republic tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie though. I just you know what's been a real kind. This is not Star Wars talk. This is just normal talk. What's been very difficult for me, and I think this goes for everybody. I've watched everybody's streams and I've looked at everybody's kind of. My last month of streaming, like, I was crushing it. I had, like, a consistent 100+ people watching at all times. I was getting 200 likes on my streams. It was, like, we were going for it. And then it all hit this brick wall. So, like, for me to sit on a video game for 9-10 hours, for me to do anything, even just this, it's so lackluster in its, like, what it's bringing to the table. Like, I don't feel like any of this is progressive. I feel like it's cool, it's checking in with me, how you doing, what's up. I don't feel like any of it's progressive, you know? None of it's, like, really None of it's even artsy enough for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the most basic YouTube shit on the planet. I don't like basic. I'm not into the basic stuff. I like live streaming from the parks because it's like the best studio ever. It's like the greatest set you could possibly imagine. But like some of those vlogs I shot at the end were so good. They were so much fun. I really have narrowed it in as far as like what I need to shoot in terms of editing and dude, my beauty tips, man. Try to get more sleep than I did last night so you don't have these little bags under your eyes. Don't stay up until 3 o'clock watching Clone Wars. Drink a shite load of water so you can have nice clear skin. You know what I mean? Get that shine to it. Get that good skin, dude. You gotta drink tons of water. Hair, that's an easy one, dude. The hair is genetic. That's just, you know, to have flowy, silky hair like this, bro, you gotta have the genes. Oh, it feels good, man. I love when my hair gets nice and long like this. Oh, feels good. This is perfect hair right now. This is like literally how my hair would be all the time. If I didn't have to work, it would probably be even longer, to be honest with you. It would probably be longer, but right about there, that's right about perfect hair. It's this part that's driving me crazy. If this just got blended, boom. You have no idea how much better that would look. Boom. Blend right there. And then if I could just get all this kind of chopped off back here and on the sides, if I could just go to that back and right there. I do, dude, but I just don't trust myself because I know if I mess this up and I go too low, I'm going to be just jacked. So maybe I'll try to be very delicate. I'll go one step at a time so that way I'll idiot-proof it, right? That way I can't even mess it up if I want to. And then, you know, on a day like today where I was like, you know, I'll watch Star Wars or whatever, I couldn't even do that. You know, there's so many things I want to try to do. Like, I like doing the watch parties, but the Moana one was the best one by a mile. And then, like, the rest of them didn't do that well. So, I'm not a numbers guy, but I am a numbers guy. I'm just out of my element. I'm totally out of my element right now. I need to be back in the parks, like, ASAP. If I will say this, right? I did do some editing on my new computer the other day. Uh-oh. Pardon me. I did some editing on that computer the other day. Thank you. And it was really quick. He did a super duper good job. Takes to the beach. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It would be good. Where is the beach? Like, I'm in Orlando. How far away do I have to drive to go to a beach? An hour? 2 hours? That's a long way away. Damn, when I was in Rhode Island, it would have been easier to take you to the beach. I could have been to any beach in 15 minutes. You just gotta remember, I'm a Rhode Islander here, so like all these people in Florida that they're like, oh yeah, I'm a Disney World local. I'm like, where do you live? They're like, you know, an hour and a half away. I'm like, what the hell is... Oh, look at you. Dude, congratulations on finally catching up with the Mandalorian, dude. You're gonna really enjoy that. Hopefully more than you enjoyed Assassin's Creed. Sorry about that. Yeah, Mando. We were just talking about the Mando and how good it is. Like, Favreau was just crushing it. That first episode when he shows up, like, I even like the character that he's hunting down in the beginning. Like, he's just kind of a smart alecky enough alien to set the vibe for that, like, bounty hunting kind of thing. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen how much you pulled your phone up during it, actually. Um, and of course, you know, IG-88 is fantastic. Taika Waititi is hilarious, so super cool. Um, and Baby Yoda, you know. Wants to text the wife goodnight, my man. You know he signed on to direct a movie, right? Who, Favreau did? To direct what, a Star Wars movie? That's good. Take us when you go to the grocery store. Huh. That could be fun. I'm not in the grocery store for very long, so that stream wouldn't be too long. Oh. Taika Waititi. I got you. Sorry. Tu. Expect. Well, see you later, new Doug. How's anyone to face the Grandmaster's champion? Doug is. Oh yeah, that's right. Doug's dead. I tried to start a revolution. Didn't print enough pamphlets. Yeah. This reminds me of my hammer. You had a hammer? Yes. Spin it real fast and it would pull me off. The hammer pulled you off. God, he's so funny. Did you guys see, did you see, Jojo Rabbit? The Hitler movie that he directed last year? Unbelievable. If you didn't see Jojo Rabbit, that is a fudging masterpiece. We're not going to curse on this one, but that is a straight up masterpiece. Wow. Like Taika, he's on some stuff right now. Coming off of Ragnarok, like Thor, Thunder and Love is going to be fantastic. Like, I cannot wait to see what he does with Natalie Portman in the role of Thor. So good. Yeah, I can, but sometimes I don't. Yeah, Taika. And Baby Yoda's great. So yeah, that's great, Mark. I don't know if you're still here. You might have jumped out, but dude, definitely keep us keep popping into the live streams and letting us know what you think of the Mandalorian, and we'll talk as you go. If you've avoided spoilers for this long, you're doing just fine. I want my daughter to have that crib that Baby Yoda is in. I think every parent probably wants that thing, bro. You know, you get that little butt. I just like the sound that all hovering things make in Star Wars. It's so beautiful. God, it's the little things. Do you a question and answer about you? I am new about you. Okay, yeah. I could do a Q&A. It's been so long. I do them on Instagram every once in a while, and I post like people's answers there. But I could do this too. Lynn's in the house. What's up, Lynn? Happy 4th. May the 4th be with you, and also with you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Lynn's gonna be on and help me out with this, Lynn. Corey was telling me the other night, you're gonna be on Corey's channel coming up soon. Oh gosh, when did he say that was? I want to say it's this week. But make sure you guys go over there and support Corey and Lynn tomorrow night. Okay, good. I'm happy. I'm a little mixed up. But yeah, 2 of my faves. You guys are awesome. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? My favorite movie, Tania, is oh god. Oh god. My favorite Star Wars movie has got to be Empire, I think. Also, guys, Tanya got me this shirt. And it's my favorite Star Wars shirt ever. It's so comfortable, too. So thanks, Tanya. Yeah, it's got to be Empire. I really... You know what's funny, and I've said this a million times, all my favorite Star Wars stories are not in the movies. I think it's weird. I mean, you guys can tell from the way that I've talked for the past 70 minutes about Star Wars. I love it. It's in me. It's a part of me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. You know, it's all my favorite Star Wars have been outside of the movies. Ahsoka, Clone Wars, all Clone Wars. Revan, Coder 1 and 2. You know, it's like I don't know. That part with Ahsoka doing that with Rex was so good. Yeah, it was really, really entertaining. I wasn't. Clone Wars has always had this thing where it fires for a couple episodes, and then it really just fills. It does such filler stuff, which is cool. It totally reminds me of Dragon Ball Z in a million different ways because you have these huge kind of climactic amazing things and then you have filler. Yeah. Nick's in the house, Magical News Live. Nick's going to be on the Instagram coming up soon, as well as Tanya, guys. Nick's the man, guys. Make sure you go and check out Nick's channel. I always tell him he's a legend in my eyes. Nick, what'd you do for your 4th, bro? You know what you and I should have been doing today? We should have been eating Ronto wraps. I hate to tell you, that's where you and I should have been today, eating Ronto wraps. Oh, you're too nice, dude. Really, you know me, man. You're way nicer than I am. Truth be told, you're just like the nicest kid I've ever met in my life. I would have been in Galaxy's Edge all day. Yeah, I would have definitely been trying my best to, like, take my lightsaber pictures. You know what I mean? We would have been out there. You know, the Force. I got the long hair now, too, so I can get that stoic kind of Jedi look going. And I could have built a droid today. That would have been so much fun. I have no droids. I would have built both of them. Both types. BB unit and an R2 unit. Give me all the droids. I think Matt said droids are on sale too at Shop Disney today. And also, if you guys are just coming in, please make sure you smash the like button. We're trying to scooch up towards 50 likes tonight. I think it's asking a little much, but whatever. Shoot for the stars, you know? I want to be a star pilot. You know, I want to see all the galaxies. What is everybody's, in terms of, like, would you guys say that Star Wars, do you think it has potential? Like, future potential? Like, or do you feel like at this point maybe Star Wars has been put in the hands of people that just don't really know what they're doing? It's very interesting. You know, I've been waiting for the D&D, the Dave Lindelhoff and Davey Weiss. Obviously, those are the two guys that wrote Game of Thrones. If you're not a Game of Thrones fan, you know, I'm not either, I don't think. But I did watch it through about 5 times, and when it was good, it was the best show ever. So let me tell you, those guys, what I know that they can do better than literally anybody is, like, take something that has history and that's written and that is proven good, and they can translate that to the screen. So I honestly think if you just gave those two guys the Old Republic storyline, they would just knock it out of the freaking park. And you could even use the Revan novels too. Somebody asked me something before. Elaine, if you're still here, Elaine said, what are you going to ride first when the parks open? We'll do some general Disney Q&A here at the end too if you guys want. First thing I'm doing when the parks open, so hopefully the parks are open when I think they're going to be open. And if my day is planned correctly, Pirates. Pirates is going to be my first thing. I'm going to get into Magic Kingdom nice and early. Yeah, and I'm gonna ride Pirates, and then I'm gonna go. to Chef Mickey's. I got reservations for Chef Mickey's. Day one. The potential day one now. Again, nothing set in stone, but as far as what the potential day one is right now, I've got Chef Mickey's reservations. So we're going to go into the park early, do a ride or two, and then go back to the Contemporary for Chef Mickey's. And then, which will be the first time I've ever been to Chef Mickey's. Crazy, right? Like the classic thing. Like, did you even go to Disney if you didn't go to Chef Mickey's? We'll go back into Magic Kingdom for the day. We're just gonna do it all, man. We're gonna eat our spring rolls. We're gonna go to Liberty Tree with Tania, hopefully, and our friends. Cheshire Cattail, Joffrey's. I know, isn't that insane? I've never been to Chef Mickey's. There are a couple places that I haven't been that are really kind of bad. And like, super, you could judge me for them. Like, I haven't been to Ohana. It's weird. Joffrey's posts are coming back. Chef Mickey's is good for the characters. Are you going to stream the first day? So, you have to go once the parks are open. It's a must do for sure. Yeah, no, I am. I've got, like I said, hopefully day one reservations because they haven't. I just made them this week, so who knows. Hey, Andrea, what's up? How are you? Thanks for stopping by. It was Andrea's birthday the other day, so happy belated to Andrea. Ohana, what else? Couple things. I've been to Ohana, not my favorite. It's good, but I'm not in a rush to get back. Yeah, I've heard that from a few people, and then other people tell me that, like, that is their number one absolute, nothing else even comes close. So I've got to find out where it actually is. I've got to figure out, like, what this place is really all about. Elaine was asking if I'm going to stream the first day. So here's the deal, guys. If all things go according to what is in my mind, which I have a feeling they are, I will be streaming from the parks at least for at least a few hours that day. The 72-hour live stream really, I think really is going to be more about, I'm going to need to do it from my computer. So I'm going to actually have to take my laptop with me and set it up so that it's like, because the thing is that, I don't know, I've got a lot of things to think about. I'd like to, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I'd like to not stream those first few days. Like, I want to do the 72-hour stream, but I want it to just be, like, you can see I'm still hashing this out. I don't have it 100% figured out yet. You can't go from streaming on your computer to, like, onto your phone and then, like, back to your computer. So, like, when I start on one device, like, I'm going to have to stick with that device. And if it's my phone, that's going to be very, very hard to do. But, like, if it's my laptop, it's not. Because, like, the laptop can come around with me. You know, the laptop can come into the parks even. You know? The laptop can go pretty much anywhere. But it would all be stationary. God, I've got so much to figure out with this. It's going to have to be sectioned off, you know? It's going to have to be a kind of... Well, we're really going to have to feel it out. I am going to be doing some kind of a test run. I can tell you that. Like, towards the end of this month, like, I've got some videos coming that I think are going to get the channel kind of back towards, like, a normal video upload status. So YouTube will treat me right in terms of my notifications and everything. Like, I can get the channel back to normal, semi-normal, towards the end of this month. And then I'm going to do a test run of it. Like, really trying to go, like, I'll stream for 24 hours or something, and just to test, like, how do I need to do that? Like, what's the most effective way? It's gonna be cool. going to be real cool. Elle's in the house. What's up, Elle? Guys, make sure you've all smashed that like button. We're only 12 likes away from the 50 likes that I was hoping for tonight. I've been watching you and the crazy Disney lady. Elaine, thank you so much. I'm sure we both appreciate that, like, big time. I'm so happy that you're new to my channel. I have so many old videos that you can go and watch. But starting this Friday, I will be going live, and we all together will be watching back my all my old vlogs. John, what's up, buddy? I'm still going, yep. We're gonna literally a dream to meet you and Tania. Yeah, hey, you guys can meet us anytime. We're walking around the parks like all day, every day. Yeah, it'll be good. Test it out. Well, yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna, like, you guys aren't even gonna have to watch on your own device. Like, I should be able to set it up so, like, that I'm in the corner, like I tried to do today, but hopefully it'll actually work. And then I can pause it, tell you guys little kind of behind the scenes stuff, be like, oh, whatever. You know what's crazy to think is that I was thinking about this the other day. I can't believe that some of the first content on this channel was filmed on this camera. Like, this thing is the absolute entry level Canon that you can get that shoots 1080. The most absolute entry level. Yeah, I put the mic muff on it to make it better, and which is incredible. That thing stands up to test track, that little mic muff. But it's crazy to think I shot. You can't even see. I can't even see my framing on this. Like, how did I even know I was ever in frame? It's crazy. I can't wait to go back and, like, really look at that in kind of a more in-depth way. That's gonna start Friday. Friday at 6 o'clock. I'm gonna do it on Friday, and then I'm gonna do it. I'd like to do it Saturday, but usually we all hang out on Tania's channel Saturday nights, so maybe I'll do the first one on Thursday. Friday. Who knows? I gotta get my head right. Dude, when all this crap is over, when we come back down, we have to go to Trader Sam's for a drink. I got the drinks. Dude, I hate Trader Sam's, man. I swore that place off. I, like, I'm like the kind of dude that would, like, tell you, please don't go there. We can go to the Enchanted Rose, bro, and you don't have to buy me anything. I'll buy you what you want. You gotta go, Tom, if he's buying. You know what? I don't even think for free I would go back to Trader Sam's. I really don't. Super unimpressed with that place. Super unimpressed. Sub Chase, is it storming there right now? We've got mad thunder and lightning and radar shows it's on its way. Elle's in the house. Elle got timed out earlier by Matt. I yelled at him. Stop, says Tania. No, I will not stop. I refuse. I refuse. I'll tell you guys some amazing places to drink all around Walt Disney World. Oga's Cantina. The Enchanted Rose. Pretty much anywhere that's not a place that's like pitch black, where there's 100 people, there's absolutely no room for anybody, everybody's screaming, and things are on fire. Yeah, that's not the place. No, alright, you guys know, obviously, one of these, I gotta stay at the Polynesian coming up. If you don't think that when I stay at the Polynesian, I'm gonna try to go back to Trader Sam's, of course I am. And if I have another bad experience there, I'm literally going to shoot a video, and I'll do everything in my power to make sure it gets 5,000 views. And it will be all about how you should never, ever, ever go there. If I have another bad experience at that place, I will. And that's why I'm always so afraid to go back to these places. I'd rather just let them live. I'd rather just let these places be, you know? It's like going back to Via Napoli. And it happened, you know, with Sanaa, too, to an extent. Like, but Sanaa was a good one. I went back and now I love it. So, you gotta be careful. Sanaa is right on my list of things to do as soon as the parks open back up. I'm gonna be at Sanaa, like, eating that burger. Maybe, oh my God. Oh my God. I know what our next cooking video is gonna be. We're gonna make the burger from Sanaa. I'm gonna need ciabatta, dope burger. Damn, I'm gonna have to make the burger myself, I bet. Cause you know I'm gonna have to buy some kind of like shit. I'm not good with those kind of flavors though. I wouldn't even know what that is. Is it cumin? Is it like, what would I put in the burger to make it taste like that? I bet you it is cumin. Like some turmeric too, maybe? Shit, dude. I'm really getting my... Goat cheese is the easy part. It would have to be super right, though. It'd have to be right. But you know what the real tricky part's going to be? Cardamom, too. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably be safe. I could probably just go hard on, like... I could probably go super light on all the African stuff. Good night, Carrie. Good night, Carrie. Carrie usually stays up super late. She was up with me until, like, 6 o'clock in the morning the other night. Her time. We were playing Assassin's Creed on the gaming channel, and she was there, like... I stayed up until almost 2 or 3. Can't even imagine. That was crazy. Yeah, Hamilton and good night, L. What is going on? Where's Matt going? I don't know what's happening. Oh, I'm so lost now. Yeah, no, I'm staying now. Stop trying to get rid of me, Matt. Oh, okay. All right, great. I have no idea what's going on. Great. Ciabatta, goat cheese, the sauce, dude. The sauce, you know what I bet I could make that with is like a little A1. But how would I add that kind of... You know, it'd probably be good just to... It would be fake and close enough to like not even mess with the spices. I could just like really season the ground beef super well. Goat cheese and A1 on the ciabatta. That's like kind of just a knockoff without even trying to hit it note for note. And I bet you it would be super good too. Damn. That sounds tasty, doesn't it? I think I'm gonna go get a beer. I want to drink a quick brew with you guys. I'll be right back. Entertain yourselves, which you seem like you're doing a pretty good job at right now anyway. Let's keep maybe more Star Wars type questions. Kind of got off track. We end up always just talking about Disney in general, which is just the it's just the process, I guess. Brisky. Cheers, everybody. May the Force be with you all. What color lightsaber would you choose? Right here. White. Always. I would always go with the white. Why? Because it's neutral. It's everything there I am. It's the perfect balance between the light and the dark. Although, my second choice would definitely, obviously, be the yellow. I love the yellow. I don't like that my blade is jacked up, though. When did that happen? It's extremely noticeable. You know what? When I get a new blade for this, I'm gonna get the short one. I need to build a new lightsaber. It's the best experience in Disney. It's like, it's amazing. I saw the message, Sam. I'll check it out. Where did you send it to me? On Instagram? The Sanaa burger, cooked to perfection. You can't go wrong with this burger. You'll especially love that it's topped in spiced mustard and pepperdew goat cheese as it's served on a naan bread. Oh, wow. That's naan? I thought it was a ciabatta. How much difference is there really there? I guess tremendous. Well, because if you saw this bun, like if it is naan bread, it's the biggest, doughiest piece of naan bread you've ever seen. Naan's usually very flat, little to no. I mean, we're talking there at the most. God, that's even big, like right there maybe. 1980 super chat from Dave. That is a super chat in honor of number 2, the greatest of the Star Wars movies. The hell am I thinking? The Empire Strikes Back. I was going to say, an Empire Strikes Back. An Empire? Anyone? Doesn't matter. Any Empire will do. Should we put the Mando band on? You guys want to know how much this magic band is right now online? You could sell this magic band for about $250 right now, unlinked. And I got 2 of them. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Where is it? Oh, yeah, there she is. Don't believe me, just watch. Boom. Mandos. I knew it. I had a feeling. I always knew. I was like, one day, this magic band right here is going to be worth a tremendous amount of money. And I said, well, I ain't linking that. I said, I am not linking that. Neither one of them. Neither one of these are linked. I would never give this away. Really random, but I love how the Americans say Caribbean. It's so amazing. In the UK, we say it different. Well, there's only a couple ways, right? You can only say Caribbean or Caribbean. There's no other way to pronounce that word. Oh, brother, I'm going. Have a good night. Okay, brother. Ciabatta bread tends to be a little tougher than non. I copied from Disney Food Blog. I'm trying to keep up here. You buy the drinks then? Yeah, I'll buy the... Dude, of course I'll buy the drinks. What the hell? I already told you that. I don't got to worry about that. Yeah, it's amazing, man. These magic bands are a little subculture right there in terms of collecting and... That's definitely my number one. Those two magic bands right there are my most prized. Along with Forky, which you can't see. Maybe you can actually. Because I know this gets a little wider than what I can see on the phone. You might be able to see Forky down there. That puppy, oh my god. If that was unlinked at the time when when Toy Story 4 dropped on DVD, that Forky Magic Band went up to about $350. Unlinked, $350. Mine's linked, so diddly squat. And mine's beat up too. It's not even white anymore. It's like my Wreck-It Ralph band. Are you kidding me? This thing used to be white. I'll leave it in the box so you can see the contrast. Look at the... Well, maybe... Yeah, you can, kinda. Man, not really, though. In real life, I can't even begin to tell you how much not white that is compared to the white background. You can technically call... Really? I had no idea. Because I asked around the... Like, I know they can remove it from your account, but I didn't know that it would unlink the band totally. Yeah. I typically don't really mess with the resales on these things. I don't keep them for that. I keep them as collectibles. But there are a few that I get doubles of, and anything I get doubles of, I do at some point have an intention of, like, you know, that's a good... You know, these mini bands. Like, I think at some point, God knows how it's all going to go now with this entire situation, because it's been the whole production stopped. But my original thought was that if I had that whole set unlinked, you know, like, you could really probably get at some point, who knows, not now, in a year, but you could get like a tremendous amount. Yeah, Walt Disney World has all kinds of pins. I've got some pins over there too. Got a pretty good pin board. I definitely gave up pins for magic bands. Like, as soon as I started collecting magic bands, it was pretty much... That was the end of that. Pins, magic bands, and spirit jerseys. Can you see my pins? Yeah. How am I gonna hold that over here? Keep smashing that like button, guys. We're only 4 likes away from my goal. Okay. All right. We've got Coronado Springs, the Coronado under construction crew, Panchito, Donald, Jose. Also the 3 Caballeros. What's that, the 75th anniversary? 75th anniversary pin. This is Mickey's Not So Scary 2018. Mickey's Very Merry Pass Holder 2018. This is Happy Holidays with Anna and Olaf. Next to that, you get the Chinese New Year 2018. Oh, no, 2019. Flower and Garden Pass Holder. You got the Spring Parks Limited Edition Fantasia 2019. The Hollywood Studios 30th Anniversary Limited. Galaxy's Edge Opening Day Pass Holder. And you got a couple Mickey's Not So Scaries Pass Holder and the not pass holder. Wait, no. Yeah. Pass holder and non-pass holder. Holiday pin, the Christmas party pin, and of course the Festival of the Arts pin. God, I feel like I have a flower and garden pin. Why? Where would it have been? What would I have done with it? I have to look at that. What else? This is Happy Holidays All-Star Movies 2018. It's an ornament. You can actually like hang that on your tree. Pop Century. Carousel Progress. Which closes pin on pin. Tomorrow, Space Mountain, Skyliner. A couple traders here. I got this in a trade. Old School Tinkerbell. I got this one with Jin. BB-8 spins. Resistance. This little Mickey's Legend. This Oswald. This is Shanghai. This is Kingdom Hearts. My buddy Casey gave me that. And then I guess we get the bottom half of the board. Galaxy's Edge. This was the first pin ever available in Galaxy's Edge. Super limited edition. These are really rare. Both of these are the lightsaber pins. So, Power and Control and Old Republic, whatever the hell it's called. Stitch. My little Stitch guys. I got my Stitch 2020, Stitch 2019. Stitch with a drink. Toy Story Land opening. And then my favorite part of the whole board is the Pandora pins. This is probably one of my greatest Disney stories. So, here, we'll do it like this. Yeah, there we go. Because I can't hold that up like that. So back in the day, Pandora had a mystery box. You got 2 pins per box, and there were these 8 pins. So I got the first 2, and I got 4 random pins. I went back in December 2018, got the other ones. Then went back in February and got my last box. Now, it was the last box that was on the shelf in Wind Traders. The last box, okay? Grabbed it. It was the last 2 pins that I needed. So I went perfect mystery box, which is insane. The odds are insane. But I went perfect on this mystery box. So, this set, literally the month after, stopped. They went away. And they moved to these the new set. Now there are 2 left that I need. I have not gone perfect with this. I've gotten a ton of replicas on these. I've gotten a lot of these too. But I'm trying to hunt down those last ones. I'll get them when Disney opens back up. I also got the dire horse, and I got the pass holder. This pin is amazing. It's stained glass, and if I took it off of here, it like glows through. It's genuinely beautiful pin. So it's a pretty good little board. It's got good theme, you know. At some point, I'm gonna need to very soon. Probably, I'm gonna have to get a new board or a bigger board. But yeah, I've been doing this pin board right here since 2018, October 2018. But yeah, I definitely moved over to the magic bands. That's like, magic bands are like a problem. Like straight up, magic bands are a problem. Did I zoom in? Oh, I moved up. Huh. I'm like, what's going on? Where'd my shot go? Yeah, magic bands, man. They're just like, they're functional, you know? They're like something you can show off in the park, you know? And I've done a really good job collecting the magic bands. Like, really good. Like, nobody's got a full set of slap bands. If you, I want to know you. If you have a full set of these, I don't even believe you. I want pics. Honestly, because I don't think anybody has one. I've asked around. There are a few people who are like diehard collectors that do. This one's linked. Orange Bird's linked. But Stitch is not. Figment is not. Mickey is not. And I really don't believe you if you tell me you have Olaf. I just don't believe it, because that was limited release. That was limited release off of a set that you couldn't even find in the first place. So I don't even believe people that tell me they have a full set of slap bands. I'm like, Pixar didn't happen, bro. Oh god, every time you take this stuff out, it's hard to get it all back in just the way it was. I know those went farther back than that. Why aren't they? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh! We got the Return of the Jedi super chat right there from Dave as well. Guys, thank you so much, man. That really means a lot to me. We made like a ton of money on tonight's stream. That's incredible. So thank you. I streamed for a long time today, and the Fallen Order streams, those were long too. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I'm always kicking it back in the community. I've been super chatting people like crazy lately. $1 here, $2 there, $5 there, $10 there. Yeah. Just trying to make sure that little YouTube cycle goes around and around. Tom, may I ask for some tips? Hell yeah, Carrie, go. What kind of tips? Life tips? What kind of? I'm not getting myself in too deep, am I? How do you talk to people and the camera? What, like right now? Right now it's easy because you're on your phone. So like you're just staring at your screen, and this is my iPhone. I stream from my iPhone. But do you mean like vlogging? Because that's different. That's a different ball game. Guys, you want to see the difference in the new rigs? Look at this. Okay, we're going to freehand both of these puppies. Because I have to talk, how do you manage? I'm way too scared to do a Q&A because I have to talk. Yeah, well, I would just suggest doing like live streams first, like on Instagram, you know? Because like you're going to have like 5, 6 people watching at the most, and like that's no big deal. You're just talking to a couple people who really like your stuff, you know? That's easy to do. And, you know, just try to have like a subject to hand, and then when you run out of stuff to say, just be like, all right, guys, that was fun. See you later. You know? Chase with the 1999 super chat. That is the day that episode 1 came out. You guys, am I getting another beer? Is that how this is gonna go? All right, both cameras in hand. So, both cameras with the widest lens with a hood, mic, everything on it. Okay, you got the Canon, boom, like that. I could hold it just like this. My shot would be super wide. And it weighs nothing. Like literally, I don't know, I could probably hold that thing right there for 20 minutes solid before my arm even wanted to stop. The cinema camera, on the other hand, it's not really a cinema camera, but I like to call the EOS R a cinema camera because really it is. It's not, but it is. It doesn't use cinema lenses, but this is a cinema camera. Okay. Look at that. And again, I'm gonna have that same wide shot. I'm not gonna be super close either way, but like, let's get all flippy on them. Okay. Like, that's a huge difference. Huge difference. Like, just the freaking weight. I mean, that's the part of it you can't feel. This thing weighs at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times as much as this. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think I've ever been more excited to get back into the parks, because we are going to make some insanely beautiful things with this. Like, it's going to be dope. Super dope. Like, we're going to be kicking it up to 11 in terms of the quality. The room tours are going to be awesome. God, I got to find a new mic cable for this thing. You know, Rode is like, it's got to be the stupidest company ever, right? This cable, this red cable, it's the perfect cable. I can't buy another one. Oh, wait a minute. Why would I need to buy another one when I have... Oh, see the studio light hanging out in the closet here? This is the closet of all the stuff. I would be willing to bet. I think I have a cable for this. Dude, man, don't even get me started on this. This is my box of Disney goods. Man, I could go through this one day. I got more like just paper goods and just stuff that I've collected from Disney. My God, like all these things. There, I got so many of these things. Damn, that's a lot of stuff. Now what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Come on, I know you're in here. There you are. Come on, look at that. Lens cap for the M50. That's cool. No. Why would that be? How could that be possible? No. Why? Why would they? Oh, look at all the treats I found. My God, you gotta be kidding me. You know what's funny? I got the extra mic, the old broken mic. I don't have the cable. Damn. That's beat. Very rare. I don't get rid of anything. I must have lost that cable. In the process one day of making the films. One day, during all the making of the films. Yeah. Damn, that stinks. I was really hoping, I was like, oh, this is going to be the perfect solution to this. Well, the hunt continues. Bobby, they ever find that gorilla that escaped from the zoo and punched you in the eye? No, Mama. The search continues. Delicious. Tom is in the closet. That's funny. Ah, Kitty's in the closet. Now I'm in the closet too. Yeah, come on, Sandler. That is like Waterboy is. I don't know. That was a really funny movie. He said I came here and I cried like a 10-year-old girl. Throws a baseball out the window, hits him in the head. I'm gonna go make Hamilton Disney ears. Damn, that sounds fun. I like that. I don't want to quote like just the normal lines. Like that one I like. Bobby, they have a fine that gorilla that escaped from the zoo and punched you in the eye. No, Mama, the search continues. Bobby, when I was your age, my mother told me not to get a tattoo of Roy Orbison. But what Mama don't know, don't hurt her. So let me ask you guys a question. The 31 of you that are here, thank you for smashing the like button. We're past 53 likes on the video. When, and I'm going to ask Instagram too, and I want to get a real answer on this. When can I do a stream where 30 people, at least, come and hang out and watch this with me? I'm gonna set this up right. This is a DVD. I can game capture this. This is no big deal. This is easy. I will put this on in the background. I will put myself over it. And we'll be good. Here's the thing. When I do this, this is going to be on the gaming channel. I am not risking any kind of crazy stuff here on the Disney Channel for anything. There's no need. The other channel needs to become a backup channel anyway. So, if you're not subscribed to the Tom Does Video Games, which I think I'm going to end up changing to just Tom Does Stuff, right? I don't need PayPals. No. It ain't about that. I'm not about the super chats. Trust me, that's the furthest thing from my mind at this point. I just want to get people over there who are actually going to hang out and watch this. Now, on the gaming channel, I can really get crazy. I can, just put myself in a little box down in a corner and just talk over it. Extended editions. Are you showing it or should we buy it? Now here's the thing, I can't really, that's the part that I need to figure out. I think I might be able to just show this. I've seen, so here's the thing, have you ever seen people that do reaction videos to a trailer? That trailer's playing. So, like, something technically becomes free use as long as, like, you're using it in a way that's you need to be studying it or, like, commentating. Like, you need to be adding your own thing. So, if I show this, it's going to get a little tricky because there are going to be parts of it that you won't see because, like, I'll be in the corner. Like, I don't know what that really translates to in terms of what you miss. Every once in a while you might miss, like, a certain part of the framing. And I don't know how big or small I have to be or how loud I have to be, like, in terms of, like, do I need to be stopping it all the time to talk about it? Because if that's what I need to do, then, like, this is going to be a long-ass thing. But it would be cool if that's what I need to do. It would be nice. We'll do one of these movies every day, and it'll be like, set time. Be like, hey, this is what we're doing. But for you guys, like, I hope you've seen these, because if we're gonna be sitting there watching it, it's not gonna just be like you're watching this with me. We're literally gonna be like, did you know that in this scene, Viggo Mortensen broke his toe and, like, he's actually screaming, that's real pain that he's screaming out right there? Like, little things like that. Like, we're going to be, like, little pauses. And if that doesn't ruin the experience for you, I think you'll have a good time. It's going to be on the gaming channel anyway, so, we're going to have to go from there. Jesus Christ, 2002, the year that that garbage piece of crap came out. Clone Wars. Clone Wars. Damn, it was bad. Thank you so much for the super chat. Attack of the Clones, that's what I mean. I don't know why I always call it the Clone Wars. What is that? I think I got like a little dark spot. Yeah, the gaming channel, I don't know. I'd love that, I know it takes a while. Nobody gets it right away. You gotta grind it out. But I would really like that. I think a lot of you guys would have a lot of fun. We're gonna be wrapping up Assassin's Creed pretty soon. probably starting on Wednesday. We got a decent amount. So if you missed like the first entire part of Assassin's Creed, like it was a great time. Like genuinely, I content that I enjoyed like making and content that I think people would enjoy watching. It was good. It was a huge game, so a lot of parts, a lot of hours, but it was a good time. The Fallen Order, I think that was a good stream too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that the gaming stuff really needs to be. It cannot go. It cannot go on the back seat. Like it cannot take a back seat once the park's open. Like everything needs to ramp up on this channel, but that channel also needs to be there. It needs to not take away from this channel at all, but it needs to like totally be there. And it does, and I am gonna change the name. I'm gonna get it all fixed up. Like once I hit 100 subscribers, which we're getting there, I can get a channel domain. We'll change it to Tom Does Stuff because that's just so general. It'll always be the backup channel, and like, yeah, that'll be where I really start like. I want to do more of this stuff. Like, a big part of the reason why I'm not doing a lot of the things here at the house, because I have roommates and stuff. But I don't know for how long that's going to last. You know what I mean? At some point, I got to get, like, a little place where I'm not competing for space, where I can be loud, and if I want to shoot a vlog in the middle of the house, like, just do it. Like, I can just shoot it. And the gaming stuff, just in general, I think that would really help. Cooking, the movies, the watch along stuff, like trailers that drop, There's a bajillion other things that I like outside of Disney. So, and it would give me an excuse too, like the cooking stuff would be a lot of fun. Yeah, exactly. Gaming, cooking, the watch-alongs, like everything in between. Anytime I unbox something, or like the other day, I went and got my Rolex, whatever they call it, tuned, I guess is the word. Repaired? Not really repaired. It was working fine. But like that would have been so cool. Like I should have serviced. Yes, exactly, serviced. I should have brought the camera. Like, that was really intense. Like, that's some no-joke stuff, man. The tools that, like, a guy that has to, you know what I mean? That's, yeah. It's no joke. It's no joke. And I didn't even think of it, I didn't even think of it. But I should have. Like, I should have brought... Like, what's crazy is that, like, I can't even begin to tell you how dope it would have looked. Like, I didn't need this. Like, I didn't need that. I could have shot it right here on this brand new 32 Prime, this 1.4. It would have looked like just ridiculous. It was the perfect lens. It was perfect, and I just didn't even think about it. So the gaming channel, like that needs to turn into me doing the stuff. It's this was my grandpa's Rolex. I could never afford this in a million years, so I grab it. Not in a million years either, by the way. Because I could have done it in a million years. Just a stranger on the bus. Sits in a little case that has a thing that spins, you know, to keep it, whatever. Oh, you know what's funny though? Is that I do have an opportunity to go back. It's not going to be as cool. It's not really enough footage to make it into a video. But the guy put my freaking... The dude he put my strap on backwards. What an idiot. He's an old dude. I can't really blame him. But yeah, my clasp is backwards. I keep trying to unclasp, and clasp it, and it just doesn't even work. Because it's all backwards. The Jubilee, that's the most classic band on the planet. The 14 karat stainless steel. That's super dope. She's good, man. These things, they're, you can't even mess them up if you tried. Like, you'd have to be trying pretty hard to mess up a Rolex. They just work. They just work. Sweet 16. I don't wear that thing ever, dude. I have an Apple Watch. What the hell am I going to wear a Rolex for? Rolex can't tell me my heartbeat per minute or, like, what's my text message. It's not even a debate. Like, I saw Jay Leno the other day on Bill Maher. Dude was like, just had a dope Apple Watch. Huh? Like, of course he does. Why wouldn't you? Like, that's just the most functional watch. Why the hell would you not have that as your day-to-day watch? Doesn't even make sense. I have an Omega my dad gave me for graduation. I only wear it for special occasions. How smart of you. Me and you, dude, we can go to Cali Grill, bust out the watch gang. Oh yeah, I got all kind. Trust me, that I hate to break it to you guys. This camera right here is worth a whole lot more than that Rolex right there. A whole lot more. You want to know what's funny? If I did this, very gently, of course, because I'm smart, and I just held this right here in my hand, this is, meh. We're getting there. So, I got a lot of stuff that should be under that premise, Diane. I got a lot of stuff that should be locked up. Oh my God, these full frame lenses, they scare me to death. Oh God. Oh God. This thing scares me, dude. I really need to get used to holding this in my hand and just being ready to, like, oh God. You know, the M50, it's like, oh, if I throw this thing off a roller coaster, no big deal, you know? GoPro? Who cares? You dive right underwater with that thing. I play hacky sack with the GoPro. And not just because it's built for that, just because it's so cheap. Like, that's a whole nother ball game right there. I gotta really be like, this is what I'm shooting. It's shot in a backpack. Done. That's it. Not like, you know, I don't know, maybe though, because you see all these dudes. Because you know what's funny? I'm going to be doing a camera bag video coming up. The EOS R, it's got to be the most YouTubed out camera ever. Like, Peter McKinnon uses this camera. If you don't know who Peter McKinnon is, he's probably the best, outside of guys like Devin Supertramp, he's probably the best YouTube filmmaker that there is, period. Marques Brownlee, too. Like, guys like that. He shoots on an EOS R. Potato Jet, Matty Apoicha, all these guys, super camera dudes, huge camera channels. Really, like, an insane amount of potential has been unlocked. I don't think you know, you hear all this stuff all the time. Everybody's like, oh, all you need is like this or your phone, and you can have a YouTube channel. And like, it's true. Yes, it's true. And no, just because you buy a fancy camera doesn't mean you're gonna like, just everything's gonna skyrocket. But you start thinking bigger. You start thinking more creatively. It allows you. It's what every filmmaker does. Everybody who appreciates film, and if you're going out there to shoot, like you want something that's really gonna bring that, like, you want it to pop. You want it to pop. It's the reason I moved to the M50 originally. These are the two most hated cameras that the internet ever saw. You know what? Isn't that funny? I think that's really like the funniest thing ever. If you look back at when these two cameras released, everybody hated them. Everybody. And then it was like, what's everybody vlogging on? These two cameras that they hated on. And they both became the two premier vlogging cameras that exist. Yes, the G7X Mark II is, you know, I get it, yes. The Sony R7s, you know, they're dope. The A7s, sorry, the R100s and the A7 IIIs and all that, they're great cameras. But nobody vlogs on anything more than that puppy right there. That is the most vlogged on camera. Maybe the G7X is still the one. But it's just such a lackluster little thing. You know, it's great for learning, and it's going to get you the picture quality you need, and you could build a whole channel off of that camera. So many people have done it in this community and other communities. But, like, really? Like, to really start pushing the boundaries of, like, the filming, you got to at least start getting those interchangeable lenses, you know. That's where things are really going to change. Christine Blair, really missing seeing everyone together and crossing streams. So glad to see you. Christine, make sure that you come by Tanya's on Saturdays. That's where we all hang out. Yeah, so my pictures are good, but like, you know, they're really going to kind of start turning up now. I've got some shots that are really great. What I stopped doing recently, and it's been bad because I'm trying to post on Instagram and I just can't. I started just taking pictures on my phone. And just like posting them to my stories and stuff. And like I wasn't really thinking that like, damn, I'm gonna need like really proper pictures for 2 months. I had no idea that that's what it was like. So, live streaming like really took the channel over. We're not coming back to that. That's not how this is gonna go. It's not gonna be live streams from Tom all week, nonstop. Like, that's not gonna be it. It's going to be very regular all the time, maybe 4 or 5 days a week, but that means that there's literally 2 or 3 days that I don't do it, and I bring these to the park and I get it done. I need to start vlogging again, quality. I need to start taking really serious pictures. Yeah. It's a process, man. It's a process. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Some of them are really good. Some of them are just normal pictures, but some of them are super good, yeah. Awesome, Tom. I ordered the DVC video today, checking it out. Cool. Very informative. DVC's the best. I can't recommend DVC enough. I can't wait to restore and run the EOS. Yes. Yes. That lightsaber vlog, that's really what we're trying to get to, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Not really like professional photographers. I don't know anything about photography. But in this community, I've got a couple buddies that take super good pictures. I'll be having some of them on my Instagram over the next few weeks. But yeah. There are some people that really take amazing pictures in Disney. They really know what they're doing. Best part of DVC and the worst. Oh, the worst part is obviously going to be the confinement to those DVC resorts, So if you like staying at places like Pop Century, Art of Animation, Riverside, Coronado, Caribbean, those are not options on your DVC contract. Could you sell your points? Could you trade stuff? Yeah, there's moves to make, but you can't just normally book there. So it limits you to that. And trust me, if that's the worst thing, that you have to stay in places like Bay Lake and Copper Creek and like the Polynesian, that's that's okay. The annual dues are, depending on how big your contract is, that's not that bad either. I don't think there really is a bad thing. The best thing is that you get years of free vacations. Once your initial contract is paid off, you're looking at free vacations, Other than your costs, your annual dues and some costs, you're looking at like free vacations. So most people, they pay off that contract in like 5 to 10 years. That means that you're looking at 45 to 40 years of free vacations. DVC is undeniably the smartest move ever. If you're in Disney all the time, and if Disney's a huge part of your future, 50 years is a long time. You want to make sure that you're ready for that. I'm going to be 81. If I'm 81, if I get to 81, I will be a DVC member still off of this contract. So, yeah. I would suggest having some kids too. Yeah, DVC's an incredible investment. It's the same as getting your annual pass. You just don't go to Disney more than 3 times a year without getting your annual pass. You do not go to Disney all the time and not join DVC. Time to party, Cinco de Mayo. Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. Congratulations, everybody. It's Revenge of the 5th, y'all. If you go a lot, it's worth it. Totally worth it. You'll save money over time for sure, yeah, no doubt. No diggity, no doubt. And there's something special just about being a DVC member. You'd be a straight up liar if you said it didn't feel good to be like, I'm DVC. It puts you in a different category. It really does. Without getting into specifics, obviously you guys saw the end of my stream that last day at Disney. My DVC contract that day saved me from a ton of bullcrap. Like being able to say, hey, listen, whatever it is that's going on, I'm DVC. I own property here. It's a game changer. So it's something very, very important. Yeah, if you're a property owner at Walt Disney World, you really, really kind of have you're better than everybody else. You're not not a better person. You're not but you're better in that moment. You're a better guest. You're a better fan because you have like taken an extreme step towards that. You know, it's like going to a Red Sox game and there's somebody there that they just come every once in a while, whatever. And then there's the guy in his Nomar shirt, who's literally like eats, breathes, and sleeps the Red Sox. He's got season tickets. Like, you've made a commitment. You are deep. You're in this. He's got a tattoo. You know, he's a hardcore fan. The washer and dryer make it worth it. And I think that it goes for annual pass holders too, big time. You know, annual pass holders, you guys become a, you know, like you're in that next level for sure. And then there's these Club 33 people, you know, with more money than God. And we all know, like, when I see somebody that's a Club 33 member, I know, I'm like, well, snap. Like, don't want to get on that person's bad side because he's a better Disney fan than me. You see these people that live in Golden Oaks and you're like, damn. Like, like Disney fandom can go very, very high. Your Disney fandom, the level that you're willing to commit financially can go very, very high. For a creator like me, I can't even begin to tell you how exciting something like that is. Because as a creator, the sky's the limit, right? It's always the limit. The sky is the limit. And it's good to know that you could never peak. Disney, you could never peak here. You'd have to have you'd have to be the guy that cracked 1 million subs. Because when you cracked the 1 million subs, you could get the house in Golden Oaks. You could have the Club 33 membership. You could be DVC annual pass holder. You could regularly travel the world, go into all the different Disney parks. You know what I mean? But that's how, like, maxed out creator level you'd have to be. It's crazy. Disney is crazy. I'm always really shocked that nobody, don't you think it's weird that nobody's got 1 million subs? This whole community, you know what I mean? Not a single person got 1 million subs. Why? Like, Brian Hall has 1 million subs, but he's not, that dude's like a voiceover person, you know? It shocks me to think that, like, oh, no, I know Jeffree Star. No, I'm talking Disney community. We all know that PewDiePie's got 105 million subs, 106 million subs, so. I just don't get that, like, I can't believe there's not one person in this community that, like, that's who they are, you know? They're the Disney YouTuber. I'm like, you're that person. Matt loves drinking when I say PewDiePie. I don't know if that's true. You know? I just don't know if that's true. Like, there are just too many dudes out there that have 1 million to 5 million subs that, like, their channels are so not kid oriented, you know? Yeah, teens and college age. Maybe you're right. Maybe that is the kind of thing there, because that's like the huge disconnect there. You know, you really get that disconnect there. Teenage years, college years, you're not like, you know, me personally, as a huge Disney fan, that's when I was least interested in Disney, because there's so much other stuff going on. You're trying to figure your life out. There are some people at the college program, though, like, that's how they, you know, but it's a small community. Man, it is. It's so weird to think about. I think about this stuff all the time. That's all I do is think about this stuff. Oh, yeah, she's unwrapped now. That's step one. How's this broken down? Delicious. Love it. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Damn, look at this. These are the best movies ever, right? They gotta be. There's absolutely no doubt. These are the best movies ever. $30 set. Get a good ad campaign going. Ha. You think it's gonna be me? I'm not gonna be the first dude to crack 1 million, but little goals, little by little. I don't know if I've ever really, you know, like in the history of the channel, like how much I've ever talked about like what my goals are. I think when I get close to certain goals, you hear me like being like, oh, like 2,500, like definitely want that. Like 2K, definitely want that. But I think the next one's like, you know, really 5. Like I'm really gunning for that 5K. And I think that if I were to just definitely, yeah, I think a regular upload schedule is so key. And I think that going back into it, I really need to just like, I got some stuff I need to do. I need to get in touch with somebody who's good with graphic arts. I need to get my, you know, like my logo and my channel art, like my banner art, all that stuff. I need to get that zeroed in. I need to get some business cards for the park. You know what I mean? Really need to, like I said, get that upload schedule like clutch. Good balance, you know? Live streams, vlogs, like good balance. Yeah, and then I gotta branch out, you know? I gotta do whatever it takes. Like, if I gotta start jumping onto different platforms and sharing stuff out, like if I gotta be a little spammy or whatever, definitely by the end of this year we have 5K. There's no doubt in my mind. Which I think is great. I think that's really great. Because by the end of this year, it will be, you know, in October of this year, it will be 2 years. So, if we hit 5K in 2 years, that would be perfect. Perfect. Because that means that, you know, that means that 10K would be reasonably short after that, you know, and then I think, you know, ultimately, I think most people, you got to be super realistic. I think most people in this community, they really, I think if you hit that 50K mark, you pretty much did it. You know, you pretty much did the Disney YouTube thing the right way. If you hit 100K, you're like in the upper echelon. But maybe YouTube changes. Maybe over the next few years, like the Disney niche becomes a huge thing, and that's, you never know. It's such a changing landscape on YouTube that you've got to be able to. That's why the second channel is going to be very important. Very, very important. Oh, good now. Good night, y'all. Have a good night. Carrie, good night. You're the best. Thanks for sticking around. Well, what do you guys think? Was that good? Was that good enough? We hit 55 likes. That's what I was aiming for. I appreciate the super chats big time. If I get some sleep early tonight, maybe I can actually wake up tomorrow for the Revenge of the Fifth and try to beat KOTOR. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for listening. I got camera bags to shoot. Camera bag video to shoot. I got so much to do. So much to do. And just like at the house with no motivation to do anything. If you guys haven't smashed that like button, make sure you do. I'm going to wrap it up. May the 4th is over, but may the Force be with you. Stephanie, I missed your streams. I've been on a few months. Good to see you too. I'm just wrapping things up here. But I will be getting back to a more regular schedule, so you won't be missing me anymore. Cindy, Chase, Carrie, Diane, Pat, Tanya, everybody that was here tonight and hung out. Nick was here early from Magical News Live. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my friends there. Anybody with a channel, you know, got to make sure we're showing them the love. So take care, get your rest. David, Matty Boy, Christine, one love, y'all. Stay safe, keep your hands clean. See you in the next one.